Oh, my braid is like... Hey, D. I'm like looking at my face. I'm breaking out right here. How are you today? Did it notify you or something when I went live, or you just saw the little icon thingy when you came on here? I'm tired, D. Hey, Kara. How are you? I need to get my... Oh, okay. I was like, it notified y'all? Look at y'all checking YouTube subscription section. I'm annoyed. Me and Dash just got into an argument. Aw, Kara, thank you. You got a notification? Hey, it's working. I don't think I'm going to get my laptop. I think I'm going to just try to pay attention to it as it goes on my phone. How y'all doing today? Yeah, honestly, I would have been on here at least 30 minutes ago. Hey, Jason. But what do y'all want to talk about? Are y'all celebrating Juneteenth tomorrow? Are y'all doing anything for it? Now I can see all the chat. Okay. Where am I supposed to be looking? Am I supposed to be looking right here? I don't have any plans. I'm trying to figure out if we're going to be getting off early tomorrow. Because one of my supervisors said something about us being able to, like, basically take the day and acknowledge what it is and stuff. But then my direct supervisor was saying she wasn't sure what she meant by that. So I'm hoping it means that I could just take part of the day off or something. Hi, Seda2K. My number is doing something weird. Oh, so the camera is right here. Okay. So that's how I look like I'm looking at the camera. They should put the chat on the other side then. Honestly, this weekend I need to catch up on filming new content. I'm almost done editing everything. And then I'll schedule everything. Hey, it's Naya. How are you? I don't know. I hate when you be like in a good mood to go live and then something stupid happens right before. So then you come on and your energy is all messed up. Girl, nothing is going on. We just sitting here chatting. Usually we start talking about random stuff and then somehow I end up getting on here for 1, 2, 3 hours. But I don't know if tonight's gonna be like that. But We ain't really talking about nothing yet. I'm asking everybody what they're doing and seeing if they have a topic. We was talking about Juneteenth. Is anybody doing anything? Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Do you have any advice? I'm currently being bullied and threatened because of my sexual orientation. This is such an awesome family, so I feel comfortable talking about this with y'all. Um, that's a great question. Are you being bullied online, like someone is trolling you on social media? Or are you being bullied in person somewhere? And I'm glad that you feel comfortable sharing that with me. Have you told anybody that you know that you're being bullied, like your parents, or do you have a friend, like someone that you're comfortable with? Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you're being bullied. I mean, that's a real thing. Kara. um, it's not funny. I'm laughing at Kara. You've been talking to your internet friend. It just sucks that people have to be so low and make fun of others that aren't like them. I mean, I believe Kara would drive up to the school ready. But I think you'd made the right choice in telling somebody because they don't need to be picking on you. But it's hard to tell you like that those words or whatever won't hurt you, just because I know how powerful words can be. I mean, just know that the people that are bullying you and saying mean things about you probably have issues that they're dealing with themselves, and they're choosing to take those issues out on you because it takes away from whatever they're feeling that they're going through. When I was growing up, a lot of times people picked on me because of my weight. They'd call me fat and stuff like that. But honestly, those people ended up growing up to not really amount to much in their lives. Like, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them, like, didn't end up making much out of their lives. I'm talking about, like, not being able to, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say you're equated to getting a job and stuff like that, but it's like, it's 10 years later and they're still kind of in the same place that we were when we were like 15, 16, 17. You know what I mean? They haven't done much with their life. They still live with their parents. They don't have a job. They have a bunch of kids, but they're not married. They don't seem to be happy. And they're still messy and living online. So those people have issues. You're not the one with the issue. And whoever you love, whatever you like as your preference, that doesn't make you someone that's not worth loving. You just have to get away from those people at your school and go find people that will love you for who you are. And those will be your family. And I really do hope that, they never make you feel like your life is not worth it or anything like that, because your life is worth it. And you don't deserve to be bullied. And hopefully they take some sort of action behind that, because people like to hide behind the keyboard and, oh yeah, feel free to let me know what's going on. Um, the guy that hasn't talked to you in months and he came out of the blue, were y'all like talking on a dating type level before? Or is this like a friend? Kara, that's a great point. It could be jealousy because they wish they could be open about how they are deep down. Because there, you know what, there was a lot of guys in high school that used to pretend like they were not gay because they were afraid to be ridiculed by others. And I'm not even gonna lie, growing up, because of like the stigma or whatever with being homosexual or bisexual, people were kind of mean to guys if they were gay. Um, I wasn't, I just left people alone. But the thing is, like, I can understand why a person would try to pretend like they're not because they're afraid of being put on the spot. And then there were some people that did not care what anybody thought. Like, this is one guy, he used to wear heels and walk down the hallway, but he would beat your ass too. He could fight. But the point is, like, he just was unapologetically him, and he really didn't care what anybody thought. And people used to think he was weird and stuff, or say that he was weird. But the truth is, like, that's admirable to be able to be you and be you proudly, because there's so many people that are grown that don't get to do that because they're so afraid of what everybody else might think. So they have to live a lie. This is what I'm going to say. When I was single and a guy would disappear, before I started to kind of get real serious with not wanting to play games with people, I'd always want to know, like, well, what happened when we never continued talking anymore? Like, why did you just fall off of the face of the earth? Because, like, when you texting somebody heavily and then, like, you just don't hear from them for a while, it's usually for a reason. So either he was going through something, or more realistically, he might have been talking to another person that was taking up the time that he was using spending with you. So, I mean, I hate to be that person, and, maybe my husband would disagree, but I feel like if people ghost you or stop talking to you, then I would kind of like friend zone him after that, because I just feel like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, what do you want now? Like, where was you at before? If nothing really tragic happened, like, I don't want to say something tragic has to happen, but, like, people be falling off for a reason. And usually it's because some other person is involved. Ooh, let me get some water, y'all. Thirsty. I be forgetting to close my bathroom door. I'm trying not to show you my whole junky house. Oh, no, he blocked you? Girl, hell to the no. Tell him to go back under that rock that he was under. See, y'all, this is one of my YouTube background. It don't look right. See, usually I'm sitting down in my video, so it would look like more. I'm going to stop trying to walk with me standing up because it looks dumb. But I'm going to get my life together. I promise. Blocked for no reason. He had a relationship or something. That's the reason. Guys be playing games. Games. I mean, if you're bored, you could play along with it, but that usually leads to trouble, so. Oh, he got mad at a status you posted. What'd your Facebook status say? I don't know. It takes a lot for me to block somebody on social media. Somebody that I know. I'll block a stranger in a heartbeat because I don't have time to go back and forth. But somebody that I know personally, it takes a while for me to block you. Were y'all doing something important when you said that you never had a real I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Were y'all doing something important when you said you never had a real guy in your life? Like, was there something? Was there something that some level that y'all friendship was at when you made this statement? Like, why would he take that personally? I almost feel like he laced up the shoe and wore it, you know? I mean, guys do have feelings too, and I feel like subliminal posts are annoying, but I don't feel like you was throwing shots. He trying to pretend like he was mad over that post. Let me tell y'all something. I had to tell y'all a quick little story. So in college, and I told this story on my YouTube channel, but y'all probably ain't seen it, so I'm going to give y'all the recap here. In college, one of the times where I had broke up with my son's father, I was dating this guy. He was older than me, and he played me, y'all. But anyway, he he and I had been kind of talking, dating, situationship for about 3 months. And he told me that him and his girlfriend broke up because she was going to move away. Well, come to find out, it was a lie. But when the girl came back into the picture, he lied and said that I was acting funny around another friend of mine, and like acting like I didn't want to speak to him. Now, mind you, the friend that I was with is a gay male that I wouldn't be like flirting with or anything like that. She was just like one of my good friends. And he used that as an excuse to stop talking to me for a couple of days because he was involved with his ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend, whatever. So I go digging and I find out on Facebook, because somehow I was friends with his girlfriend on Facebook, y'all. This is so crazy, right? But I was her friend because I never met her before, but I was her friend because I didn't even know Dez was here listening to the damn live. He wasn't just in the room, y'all. He had just walked in. Like, how did he even know we was talking about anything? Anyway, y'all, let me finish what I was saying. So, what was I saying? Facebook. Okay. I was the girl's friend on Facebook because she did hair. And she had did another mutual friend's hair like the summer before. So I had added her to just see her work or something like that. Long story short, the girlfriend posted a post and tagged the guy, basically saying that they were together over the weekend. So then it was like the light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, oh, so he made up an excuse and said that I did something so that I would not be able to talk to him because he was basically going back to his other girlfriend. And then do y'all know after I confronted him, he got all defensive about it. And then couple days later, you know, after that, I stopped dealing with him altogether. I just, like, threw him like trash. Like, I'm done. Because I don't, like, I'm not the type of girl that would awareingly mess with somebody that I know has a girlfriend. He gonna message me, like, some days later talking about he missed me. I said, oh. I literally texted him back and said, oh. And that was it. So, point of my anecdote, I hope that story made any sense, is that sometimes guys that like to play you will try to make up an excuse and blame something on you for why they stopped talking to you. But the real reason is that they started talking to somebody else. But they can't tell you that, because if they tell you that, then you have the choice to decide that you don't want to wait around or deal with them because they chose somebody else over you. So a player will lie and just be like, oh, you did something that made me mad, but here I am now, I'm giving you another chance, so let's pick up where we left off, like I didn't stop talking to you and block you all on social media. Daz, I'm about to block you.
I really don't care. You can. It's that simple. It's a simple question. Because here's the thing: if you're only thinking from your perspective and not his, and it's not something you're out front about, then he has a right to feel upset about that. It's nothing wrong with what he did at all.
What are you talking about? The guy with me or the guy with the girl in the comments?
The guy with the girl in the comments.
He blocked her because she made a status on Facebook.
Okay, cool. So why didn't you come to him and say that if that was a problem? Who are you talking about and who is it directed to? And then if you felt like, oh well, he blocked you, or you felt like he was hurt by it, did you feel the need to follow up the way you would want him to follow up with you if he posted that same thing?
But he blocked her. How's she gonna follow up if she blocked? He blocked her.
He blocked. What I'm saying is he blocked you for a reason. You made a comment. Now, if it wasn't directed towards him and this wasn't a conversation y'all had and y'all weren't dating but you were interested, now basically what you're saying is even though I'm interested and you're interested, we haven't had this conversation, but now, oh well, there's no real man. Cool. He feels upset by it. It's nothing wrong with what he did because women will do it too. He had a human act. He had a human reaction. So what's wrong with his human reaction, or what is it not
So
manly
why?
enough to
So
you?
why does he? Why does he coming back now then? If he was so offended, that's what I'm trying to say.
What did
If
he
that
say?
was really
What
what
did
it
he say when he came
was.
back though? What was the conversation
Des,
when he
let me
came
tell you
back?
something. I know that you ain't one of these ain't shit people, but it's a lot of ain't shit guys out here
I
that play these games because
I didn't say
they put girls in
Yo, sir.
rotation. I know that you are not like that and you are sensitive and you may have thought that way, not in a malintent, but a lot of these guys are not like you.
Guess what? A lot of them are, and a lot of them think the same way. But when you sit up here and you post something like that, just like he said, "Oh well, ain't no real women." See, there you go, and that's why
Oh.
he blocked you.
What?
Boom.
Wait a
I
minute.
sniffed it right.
Wait a minute.
I
I
sniffed it
asked you
right
that
out.
though. Wait. I asked
Right
you that initially.
there, you go.
Wait, no, she said I mean I wasn't. She wasn't talking about
So who
him.
were you talking about, or what? If it was a general statement, why make said general statement?
Because it's her social
That's
media.
fine, but what I'm saying is,
They ain't
who?
together yet. She
I
ain't think
right.
about him. She just write the
Hold on. So
post.
if you're saying that and y'all are
She
not
could think about it from this perspective. She could have literally been saying that. Well, never mind, that ain't
right,
true.
so who does
But
it follow?
I was gonna say like maybe like she had a moment where she might have thought about her parent or something,
So who?
and
So
she
why not?
might have just been like, "Dang, I've not met a real man yet."
So here's
It
the
ain't
thing: you're
about
making
him, and you
it
think
doesn't
about it
matter.
and
But
make
when
it
you make
about
it,
you and get
but
mad.
but you're talking to somebody that y'all not dating, but maybe you're interested in, so you can't be mad at him for saying that for his action because you were saying in a blanket statement. Cool, he might take it to heart, but because y'all are talking and y'all never express certain things, he had every right to feel the way he feels. It's just like if a dude comes out, all these women ain't sugar honey iced tea. Then you might get offended and be like blocked because
We weren't
you're
really
being
talking
insensitive.
that much, and I didn't know he felt that strong. I don't know. What did he say? Desmond asked, "What did the guy say to you when he DM'd you recently?" Who's all on here? Because I'm seeing 6, but no one's talking to me anymore. Well, besides our topic of the moment right now, we're talking. See, people keep dropping off. And I thought you was on video chat with your friends.
I was not into it
Why?
because I felt like it. Any other reason you need to know?
Yeah, because I thought you were gonna go video chat. I
I
didn't know you
did
was
go
gonna be on
video
here
chatting.
arguing with us.
No, I just never mind. I saw a comment and it didn't make sense, and I saw that nobody was speaking from the other perspective. It was all women, and y'all tend to think
Oh,
one
it's
way
okay,
without
Jason.
understanding.
Well, it would have been nice if you hopped in when Jason had his question about being bullied.
I was, but I was outside. So I mean, I would have
Well,
my
it's
comment
not
would
too
have
late.
my comment would have been different.
So have your comment then.
My comment is that as you're finding yourself, allow yourself time to grow.
Wait a sec. Here. It's
As
on
you're
you.
as you're finding yourself, allow yourself time to grow. Understand that everybody is not in the same mindset. Everybody's not raised the same, and that just like everybody else, you're gonna have to develop some thick skin because this is everything that you're gonna go through. You have the right to feel upset. You have the right to feel everything else, and you have a right to speak up for yourself moving forward. It's nothing wrong with speaking up for yourself. It's nothing wrong for letting it be known, but you at some point when these kids are bullying you, it's nothing wrong with speaking back. It's gonna happen, and because of your sexual orientation, it may happen a little bit more.
What was
So
wrong with saying that?
nothing, but I wasn't gonna type it because it wouldn't have come off the same. Is certain things are not read with certain emotion and intention versus
I'm
hearing it
just
said.
saying, let me tell you how it comes off. That was great advice, Des. However, when you come in here hopping in on the boy and girlfriend stuff and then you don't give your insight on the other stuff, it just looks like you're being argumentative. That was good advice, what you just gave.
Right,
And
but it's
probably
not
more
no.
important than the advice that you're giving
It's
right now
no.
about the DM
It's
thing.
equal. Okay, never
No,
mind.
it's not. Bully.
Okay,
See, look, Jason
okay.
said that was great advice. And I agree. It was better than the advice I gave. Even though what I'm saying is true, a lot of bullies don't amount to nothing
It's
unless they learn how to face their real problem. Because a lot of bullies bully because they have things going on internally, and they take it out on others because they don't know how to deal with what they're going through.
no. It's kind.
A
Well,
lot of
my
a lot of
difference.
mean girls do, like, even I know
But
with
in
me,
your
like mean girls or like the mean guy, they have their own issues that they don't know how to get through, so they
but
go ahead and put it on other people.
but this one is a little bit different because what you're touching on is something that's becoming widely more accepted, but it's still a taboo. It's still a taboo topic in most households who don't understand or haven't dealt with it. So it's not the same of, oh, you have a problem, so you're projecting onto somebody else. No, we're talking about something that's just now starting to be openly accepted and still not openly accepted and or understood in most households. So what they're projecting onto you is the same thing with racism, as they're projecting what their parents have taught them, what religions have taught them, what society has taught them, and they're projecting it onto you because you fit into a certain stereotype or a bubble and you don't fit into the one that they know. So they're going to project the feelings that they've learned and been taught onto you because you fit into the person that they're supposed to treat that way. It's not always that they have an issue. It's literally the fact that everybody's not taught to respect everybody the same, especially when you start venturing into things like sexual orientation, especially at that age. Because most people and most parents will teach that some people don't know that until later on, and most people are taught to hide it until they get to be older where they can defend themselves, and even then, it's still a taboo topic.
That makes sense too, says Jason.
So it's not the fact that everybody's just picking on you because they have something wrong with them. It's a natural thing to happen. We're just now getting to a point in society where it's starting to be looked at. Even in religion, it's still talked down upon. But you'll have people within the church who hold positions that are still being talked down upon, even though they help the church.
Well, any comments, everybody? Say to 2K if you're still here. He says, I think I'm just an easy target because of how open I am about it.
Right. It's a level of confidence that most people don't know how to deal with, especially at that age, because most people are still finding themselves. So for you to have found yourself already and to be confident in it, it's different. Especially when you have adults who can't do that.
Yeah, so many adults that can't do it because of how they were raised or religion, so many different reasons. Culture. Culture and religion kind of go hand in hand, but some cultures are way less accepting of it than others. So it's like you can be yourself with your friends, but you can never be yourself with your family. Excuse me. You could be yourself with people that are not related to you, but when you go around people that are related to you, you have to kind of water yourself down a little bit, or like, I forgot the term for what it's called, but it's kind of like
You have to adjust with the
you
whole.
got to adjust around certain
But
people.
but that's the issue. You shouldn't adjust because now what you're doing is giving them reason to treat you differently.
Simply Miss Kara wants to ask Jason some questions. Jason, do you want her to ask? She says ask away. Y'all got stretch marks on my belly. Does your family accept you? That's amazing, Jason. That's really good. And most of the people at your school do too. That's also really good. So, with that being said, I would say you're pretty lucky to have the support of your family. Um, and also have some people at school that support you too. I would just try to gravitate towards those people. You're going to come in contact with people who don't agree, that may treat you differently because of it. But I'm not even going to say don't let it get to you, because it should, just like racism should get to someone. Discriminating against someone because of sexual orientation should bother us too. But I think that, like, I guess, kind of continue to be you regardless. But in addition to being you, maybe like try to educate others, if you want, because honestly, it's not your job to educate, but you can, like, educate. And I don't know. What am I
It's
trying to say? It's like the same thing with racism, but not really, but kind of. Like, you now in this where you need your allies, your straight allies, who are not in the LGBTQIA community, to kind of like be there with you, not just with you physically when you're there, but like behind your back too.
but you
If
also
if they're doing bullying, that's when the straight friend should say something
but
too.
here's the thing that you do. I don't always agree with people saying you don't have to educate people. Yeah, you do. You have to tell people how you want to be treated and why it's not acceptable. You don't have to repeat yourself, but you do
Oh,
need to educate people.
that hurts.
Because if you don't, what they're gonna
Since I
do is
try to educate as many people as possible whenever I hear something homophobic, I try to educate whoever said
and
it.
that's good. Like you don't have to continually educate people over and over again, but the initial education does help because now they cannot say I did not know. Now we understand that it's a choice and not just something that oh well everybody else is doing it so I can do it too because it's acceptable. You do have to teach people, and the fact that people keep saying, "Well, I don't have to teach you how to do this." Look, if you want somebody to treat you a certain way, then you have to speak up about it. Expecting people to read your mind just because they're different does not work, especially when we're talking about something that has lifelong
Or
values.
bias, prejudice, discriminatory against any minority.
Right. So,
It may, like, I don't want to say this, but now it helps me to understand, like, I was bisexual, so I understand. Just be strong and be yourself. You don't need validation. Validation is for parking, not for people. Just be you. That's easier said than done. Like, a lot of us seek validation in others, and that's hard, especially when you're young, because so much of your life is connected to other people. So you start to think that, what other people think of you matters. Sometimes what our parents think of us matters. Our teachers think of us matters. Our friends, what they think matter, because that's like what our life revolves around in those years. Yes, isn't that cute? I love it. But you have to live for you. And it's easier said than done, but once you start living doing what makes you happy, um it makes it a little easier. And it is hard to ignore if somebody keeps on doing something. And if it's become a pattern, like, do you think it was good that he told his teacher?
yeah, it's not bad to tell anybody. It's nothing wrong with that. It's good to speak up, and it's good to constantly speak up. Because if you don't speak up, then they'll say that you think it's okay when it's done wrong and you don't say anything.
Yeah, or if you react all of a sudden and they want to try to put it all on you. But you can be like, on such and such date, I reported that this person was bullying me. I think so too. Oh, you were threatened. Yeah, that's not good. And threatening is not something that usually schools take lightly. If that person threatened you, they could end up getting expelled from school or something, or suspended. Oh, let's see. Say that. Are you gonna continue to talk to the guy? It really does. High school is like it's. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jason. Things do get better after high school, though. I want them to get better for you right now, though. Before you get have to go through the remainder of school. Because high school can also be one of the funner times in your life, too. So, because you're young and you don't have to worry about some of the adult responsibilities, but oh, you over it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I know for me, like if somebody like ghosted me, hey sunshine, how are you? Somebody ghosted me or like blocked me or something, try to add me later, I wouldn't be interested either. But that's just kind of how I am. I'm stubborn, so like once I make my mind up, it's really not no swaying me the other way. Des Sunshine said everyone loves her masks.
Thank you. I'm glad everybody loves them.
Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie. Part of what I really love that the school is not in is to dodge bullying. That's one less thing I have to worry about for my kids. I wonder if Josiah would tell me if he was being bullied. Honestly, I think he would. Do you?
Maybe. I think it depends on the situation. Sometimes you don't want parents to get involved because parents take it personally and they don't understand resolution, but they try to get revenge and it makes the situation worse.
Sunshine says, at this point, I don't know if I'm going to have children. Kara said, yeah, me too. I wouldn't want to go to school right now after being threatened by my classmates. You shouldn't have to feel that way. I don't know if my kids would. Not right away. I don't know. I taught my son to tell me certain things if something happens, and that was tested this year, and he did. But I don't know if that's quite bullying. But I guess before he goes back, I'll have another talk with him about it and kind of cover all bases. Like if you feel like your teacher is picking on you, let me know. If someone in your class is picking on you, let me know. If something is going on that you find strange, let me know. Um, and I think as parents, like I made a video called Listen to Your Kids, but that's something that I encourage and something that I need to do better with because a lot of times our kids try to tell us stuff and it's kind of like you were the celebrity snitch as a child. I was gonna say it's kind of like your kids start by trying to tell you little things that aren't necessarily important to us, but important to them. And if you don't listen to them, then when they get older, they won't tell you things because they're gonna remember that when they tried to tell you when they were little, you didn't listen. So I think that's part of why it's important, you know, to listen. It's hard sometimes because they're going to give you a lot of irrelevant information and a lot of irrelevant details. But try to listen because if not, they won't want to talk to you later. I know with me, you're welcome, Jason. I'm so glad we were able to help lift your spirits anytime. Exactly, Kira. We do say that. We do tell our kids, stop tattletelling, stop, you know, leave me alone or whatever. And then they internalize, they're like, okay, well, I won't tell you anymore. It is a double edged sword. Good night, Jason. Hope you get some rest tonight. But yeah, like I feel like oh, I can't heart it because I'm on my phone. But I see it. Good night. Um, what was I about to say? Listening to your kids and not telling them not to tattle and stuff. I lost my train of thought, y'all, because I'm tired, I guess. But I guess I was just trying to say that try to listen more because you don't want to lose that opportunity to be there. Excuse me. I know with my dad, he was kind of closed minded about certain things. So I stopped telling him certain stuff in my teens. And my mom was super closed minded about certain things because she didn't want me to end up like she did. She was. So I hid things from her. So it's like I try to keep that in mind because I don't want my kid, or if I have more kids, to be like that with me when they hit their teen years and just kind of be going through things they don't have to go through because they feel like they can't ask me. But I know I'm stuck in my ways too, so I'm just like, Kira, you seem like you'd be a cool parent. Are you, or are you more strict? Ooh, yeah. I feel like this is the time for me to take a melatonin. Babe, can you do me a favor? Melatonin. It's hush mouth or they don't say much because they're afraid. You seem like you are the cooler parent. I'm about to take 2 melatonins, y'all. I'm sleepy. I'm on my last 2. Wait, y'all can't see it. I'm on the last 2. I bought a bigger container of them though. I don't know where I put it. I need to find it. I'm gonna be going to bed once these kick in. You're back. We talked about bullying, and then we talked about a guy disappearing in the D after being in the DMs. These taste good. They're gone. Okay, recap. I said I probably wouldn't give him another chance as far as trying to date because my thoughts are that he was with somebody else or had something going on when he decided to block me for making a statement on my Facebook. Des, hold on. Here it is. What did you say about it? It's somebody that wasn't able to hear it. You got ghosted because you talk about God too much?
That's not unusual either.
What? D, you came back. Look, hold on. Wait a minute. Where did all of y'all go when we were having the discussion? It's like y'all hopped on and y'all left. Now I gotta reiterate what was already said. Okay. Anyways, Des is gonna say his. Go ahead, Des.
If you made a blanket statement and he felt upset about it, it's nothing wrong with him blocking you. People do it all the time.
I don't even know if I don't even know if the girl is still on here.
That's
But
what it was. What he did is what he did is similar to. It's okay. You can back the camera up a little bit. What he did is very similar to cancel culture today. It's the same thing we did today. He just did it on Facebook. It's the same things we do. But because he's a guy,
y'all, that was wild. He said he wasn't ready to get serious. I never said I liked him. Guess God too serious. Girl, well, he ain't the man for you. That's okay. Y'all recapping for me. Des had a comment about that too.
yeah, being highly religious can definitely scare people. It gives them a preconceived notion of you, especially if it's something that you constantly talk about. People get preconceived notions. It's not good, but it happens a lot.
So is it a negative thing to talk about God?
Depending on what that person's experience is with church or religion.
Oh. So should Sunshine try to talk to the guy or should she leave him alone?
That's her own personal decision. But what I'm saying is that when people have previous experiences you don't know about, but you're doing
What if
certain.
you were mean to him, then you tried to apologize and he never talked to you again? It depends on the guy. The husband God has for you wouldn't mind. Before we could go into that, it was too serious, and that's just period.
Before you can go on, what else too serious?
Um, I don't know. I thought that Sunshine said it wasn't serious. My
So
mouth finna start feeling dry from them damn
so if
melatonin.
it wasn't serious, how did it get too serious?
I
I'm
don't know.
confused.
I need some
It's
chapstick.
not making. Well, to me, it's not making sense.
That's why it's important to find out ASAP you have intentions. God said I'm gonna move him right out of the way.
That ain't what God said. Don't put words in His mouth.
That's what D just said.
I know, but don't say God moved them out the way. That ain't necessarily that God said that.
But he blocked you. Why do we have to go on a chase for these
I didn't.
niggas that block
Did I say?
us?
Did I say going to goose
That's
chase?
what it sound
No,
like.
that is not what I said.
If you let me tell you something, if you would have decided to block me, that would have been the end of us talking. I
Oh
would have
yeah,
been. I
I
would have
wouldn't have
been.
tried to come back and talk to you if I blocked you.
I
That's
wouldn't be
pointless.
looking for nobody that blocked
I
me.
wouldn't
You
either.
can't take a damn hint.
Like if you blocked me, I would. If I blocked you, you blocked me. I'm not coming back to try to talk to you later.
I don't
The
believe
whole.
you.
Why not?
I feel like you would.
I would not.
I feel like you would try to get somebody that you really cared about if they blocked you.
I wouldn't have blocked
You
you.
be trying to figure out why they blocked you.
No, I wouldn't have.
You be
No,
like, you probably be trying to text their phone or call
no,
them and
because
ask
once
why they
no,
blocked you.
because once you've done it and you've shown your pattern, I'm not kissing nobody's behind for you to tell me why you did what you did.
You know
It's
what?
cool.
You
We'll
do
talk
have a
about
lot
it
of
later.
you do have a lot of pride, so never
We'll talk
mind.
about it later. Whenever you decide to pony up and talk about it, because this happened to me before. I'm not finna chase you. It's cool. You showed me your actions. So when you said that, it's cool. I'll dip. 9 times out of 10, hell will freeze over before I have to speak to you again.
You're a Cancer. I forgot.
It ain't even about that. It's literally the fact that you not finna disrespect me and then think, oh, I'm finna come
There's
talk to
an
you.
arrogance to assuming someone finds you desirable inside and out. Kira, girl, I feel like he was removed from me.
People have a lot of
Oh
pride.
wait,
It's not
you
just
feel
me.
like someone blocked you for him? Like he elaborate. I'm confused. Like, do you feel like he blocked you, or do you feel like someone blocked you for him? Cause nah, like divine intervention said hell no, cause oh, okay. There's so many options. It should be easy to move on, but it's hard. Yeah, it is hard when you like someone to move on. Or if you love someone to move on. You feel like you're going to leave behind a good person and the memories and the things y'all had together. He ghosted for 2 months, then returned and wanted to be in a committed relationship. We aren't even friends.
Oh yeah, I don't get that part. That
Just
part.
ask backwards.
Yeah, that part I have zero understanding of.
Desi doesn't understand either.
Yeah, I don't. I don't understand
That's the shit
any
I
of
be
that.
talking about. Like, look, dads don't be wanting to hear this shit, but it's the truth. Look, these Negroes disappear and then they come back trying to talk
Hold on. Do
sweet.
you think these women don't disappear and do the same stuff?
I ain't never did that to nobody.
You
Look,
no, 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 no. I didn't say you.
these
I said
Negroes
women
play
in
game. Exactly,
general.
Victoria. These Negroes disappear. I'm trying. Let me tell y'all.
No,
I
you
tell this
do.
story all the time. It's this guy that I knew since before I got pregnant, and I liked him. I told the guy that I liked him, or I thought I liked him. I thought he was cute. He had locks. He was a handsome guy. He straight up told me at the time, he was like, you know what? You're a nice girl. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. So from that point on, I friend zoned him and we was friends. That was it. I ain't try to flirt with him. I ain't try to do nothing with him. I appreciated him being honest. He was cool people. My friends, his friends, we run in the same circles, but that was it. Some time passed and then the vibe changed and then he started to try to pursue like I don't know if he was trying to pursue a situationship with me or if he started to actually like me. But because he told me he did not like me like that at the beginning, that's what I remembered. Because all these times in the past where I didn't listen to a guy when they said they didn't like me like that and I didn't listen, I ended up getting my feelings hurt. So since this one told me, that's what I remember. That's what I stuck to. So fast forward, some more time passes. After I have Josiah, I'm single and everything. He's like flirting with me. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, beautiful. Hey, sexy. Blah blah blah. You know, when you gonna let me take you out? And I was just like entertaining it because I was single, and I'm like, okay, when you gonna take me out? And something will always come up. So I met Dez, and Dez and I started talking, and Dez and I were talking like every day, and we were kind of like on the verge of getting in a relationship. And here comes Mr. Inconsistent hopping in like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a long time. It had been like almost 2 months since I talked to the guy. And I told him I'm kind of talking to somebody right now. And he was like, oh, does that mean I can't take you out on a date? I'm like, sir, you've known me for how long and you've never taken me out on a date? Don't nobody got time to play these games with you. Do you know this Negro disappeared because he was talking to somebody else? Like, yeah, maybe that was just one situation, but it seemed to be a pattern with guys that weren't shit disappearing because they was talking to multiple girls. So one of the girls was giving them more play. They gonna cut off the other ones because they like what they getting in that moment. And then once they get bored with that, they gonna try to go hop back to where they was talking with you and pick up like nothing happened. Or the ones that ain't shit that are in relationships or still dealing with their baby mama, like how my baby daddy used to do me, it will sit there and pick a fight and break up for a month because that's what we used to do all the time. Break up for a month so he could go be a hoe and do whatever and then come back and want to get back together like nothing happened. Like, my thoughts are not just coming because I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I've seen this in real life. So, yeah, maybe Des isn't like that, but a lot of guys were like that. And it can't just be because of something I did every time. Like with this guy that I'm talking about from that was just inconsistent. Like
No, he flat out told you straight up what it was.
he's exactly
It's
so
nothing. It's nothing wrong
so
with that, and it's
it and
nothing
there's
wrong with
nothing
what you
wrong with
did.
me
Right.
telling him to
It's
kick
not.
rocks
It's
either,
nothing wrong with
or
you
not giving
doing.
him no play ever.
It's nothing wrong with you
Because you
doing.
because you said you didn't want no relationship at the time or ever. You was really just trying to be, something that I wasn't interested in. So my whole point is when you see the signs, act accordingly. Like, they don't be changing their mind. They just be trying to put you in the rotation. I don't want to be put in the rotation. I got played enough times. And I just feel like at some point I began to learn from those times of getting played. And that led to me meeting Des and getting married. But it don't. I mean, it's still like I still don't have Des figured out. Like, yeah, he's faithful, but as y'all can see, we get on each other's nerves. So that's like a whole nother thing. Like dealing with somebody that gets on your nerves, but try to figure out like your balance.
Do you think men have to be are taught to be prideful, show love, but be compassionate?
I think men are taught to be prideful and not to show love and be compassionate. Just like women are like taught to be nurturing and caregivers and stuff. Men are not taught that. Men are taught to like be strong, provide, fight. Don't show emotion. That's weak. Women are
But
taught to be nurturers, caregivers, how to be a good wife.
men are taught that, but
And that, imagine if you're not a straight woman and that's what you're taught your whole life is your relevance is to being somebody's mom and being somebody's wife. Not what you want in your life, but you need to be preparing your whole life to be ready to be somebody's wife. And then you get to being somebody's wife and you realize that there's more to life than being somebody's wife or mom. Like, you're your own person too. So I think that we're not traditionally equipped to be the best well-rounded people that we can be because of those norms, those gender norms that we're conditioned to have. Y'all have almost been on here for an hour. I'm breaking out on my face. Someone told me to send them a skincare routine. I'm like, girl, not my skin right now. Y'all tell Josiah I said go to sleep. I don't think he understand. Do your children be trying to stay up super late now too? I've got to take my braids down. What's Dime Tap? I don't think I have any Dime Tap. I was looking at Walmart trying to see if they made children's melatonin, and I didn't see any, and that made me sad. Oh, they ain't had none. I was like, dang, I was sure finna invest in some. He had a great birthday. He had such a good birthday, y'all. He turned 5 on Tuesday. And I spent the day with him playing, and they do have children's. Girl, I'm gonna have to go get me some for him because he be trying to stay up all the time. Baby girl. I might have to order me some on Amazon or Walmart.com and get it. Ooh, a popsicle. That sounds so devious, but that would work because he likes ice cream. I can trick him. Like, hey, Saya, you want popsicle? No, because I be wanting him to go to sleep. He think he's supposed to sit up and play all day. But for his birthday, I just took him to the pool in our neighborhood because it's open. We was the only one there. And we went and got frozen yogurt. And he got a bunch of toys for his birthday. We didn't have a party because of everything that's going on. But he was really happy. Like, he got a haircut. We were out his Nana came over, and so he needed a launcher for his Beyblade. And so we went to Walmart, but we had to go stop and get gas. And he was like, Mommy, I want my haircut today. So he never says that. So I took him to go get his haircut. So he got his haircut too. So he had a good little birthday. Oh. And that's the thing. Saya's going through a picky stage where he tries to tell me what he doesn't like anymore. Today he says, Mommy, I don't like vegetables that are sweet. He was eating some baby carrots that Des had made. He's like, I don't like my vegetables sweet. I'm like, you're getting on my nerves. Because he would sit there and whine about being hungry, but he won't want to eat the food that's in front of him. And this boy think he's supposed to eat noodles every day. He want to eat noodles instead of the real food. And then sometimes he'll ask for food, and I fix the food, or Des will fix the food, and then he won't eat the food. He'll take like 3 bites and be like, I'm full. Give him some cucumbers and peppers and vinegar. Oh, you know what I like to do? Tomatoes, cucumbers, and onion, and some salt and pepper, and some vinegar, or some salt. Well, not a lot of salt, but some pepper and some Italian dressing. That is so good. Why you said my melatonin kicking in? It is so good. My mom, oh my gosh, my mom used to like eat that as a snack all the time. And it's healthy too, but it's so good. Y'all, I'm fat. I need to get on a diet today. Oh shoot. I told y'all that melatonin be making you feel like you done smoked a mid blunt or something. I'm not happy, sunshine. Get me out of here. Like they put something special. Good job, D. Last night I was drunk. That's why I didn't come live last night. I know some of y'all was like, this girl just been missing. She ain't come see us on the weekend. She ain't come see us on Wednesday. Where's she at? I was drunk yesterday, y'all. I fell asleep. That's probably why me and Dad's arguing today. I'm just kidding, y'all. That's not the real reason why we're arguing, but that sounds good, Kira. I've been eating that box cake that me and Josiah made together for his birthday. I'm thinking to myself, do I want another slice of cake? But that's kind of counterproductive to trying to go to sleep. That's not going to make the melatonin work if I eat a bunch of sugar. So I'm not going to do it. But tomorrow for breakfast, might have some birthday cake. D, you should do it, girl. Get that stuff published. No one wins on the Family Feuds. No Hennessy for you. Tequila. There was tequila. Babe, you want to have a shot with me?
Nope.
Y'all see how he does me? He's horrible. Life is short, Des. Have a shot.
I'm good.
I'm drinking gin with lemonade.
I don't want to take a shot right now. Maybe later.
What did who say, Sunshine? I haven't had gin since I was younger either. It's been a minute. What you drunk today, Kira? I haven't had a drink since yesterday. Oh, Dad said no, really, really loud. And as soon as I asked, it was like he knew what I was going to say and was ready before I could even finish my sentence. I probably shouldn't take a shot after I took 2 melatonin tablets anyway. You got your Taco Bell delivered? Everybody keeps talking about that Pink Whitney. Hmm. Girl, if you make, I have done it before, girl. Oh my gosh. Talk about a crossfade, man. It makes your body feel real, real lazy. I've done it with tequila. I have a taste for some wings and a Philly cheesesteak. That's some good ass sleep. If you mix it with some romance, some good sleep. That's why I said I feel like a melatonin falls in the same category as muscle relaxer. Like, it makes you feel so relaxed. But, oh, thank you, D. You're so sweet. You so sweet. You ain't have to do it. I can't do I can't do nothing. I can't pin it. I can't do nothing. But just tell you that you're so sweet. I love you too, D. I'm gonna start randomly calling y'all on video chat. I called Carrie today. She was like, "You called me by accident?" I'm gonna start calling y'all. If I follow you on something, I'm gonna call you. Y'all tell Des to stop being mad at me. You got a new phone too? What phone you? Oh yeah, you told me that before. You got the newest phone, but you paid it full out. We already talked about it. Everybody gets a new phone. Woo woo. Y'all, I still be using my other phone sometimes when I need to. It's still right here. Just the Android. But it's like ever since I started using an iPhone, I feel like this phone feels weird when I try to do stuff on it. I'm not used to it anymore. So it's awkward for me to be like trying to do anything with it. And then yeah, I don't know. I don't have nothing valuable to add towards that. Oh, I have something to tell y'all. I created a Patreon. But I'm not done setting it up. But I did create my Patreon account. It's a little interesting to navigate. And I'm still trying to figure out like my tiers and stuff. But I wanted to let y'all know that I did create it. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to using it as I want to talk about adult topics, including controversial subjects, sex, and just life, and not be worried about getting demonetized. So I'm really excited about it. And I just want to say thank y'all for encouraging me to do it. D and my other friend D, both of my friends D, and just other people who have been telling me that I need to get a podcast or I need to get some sort of platform of my own. My next goal is to also get some sort of website of my own too, whether it be that's exactly how I described it. It's like my Patreon is gonna be Ask Yo-sha. That's like the handle. Y'all, I don't know if you're gonna be able to find it, but yeah, that's what I put. Ask Joche is delivering real talk uncensored. That's exactly what I wrote because I feel like you can only get so real on YouTube. Even if you want to talk about what you want to talk about, a lot of us are always worried about, if I say this curse word, am I going to get demonetized? If I show this thigh, am I going to get demonetized? Like, that's stressful as hell because we put a lot of effort into creating our content to be sitting here getting worried about if YouTube's going to decide that it's too much today and not let us get, our cut or whatever. But Patreon does take a percentage of your money too, but at least you get to like be yourself throughout it. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like being able to just be doing what I like to do more often and being able to kind of make that choice if I just want to do this. I think that'll be great. But I got a long way to go, y'all. Also, I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited because somehow, some way, I'm claiming 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but continue to tell your friends and tell your friends and tell your friends about my channel. I'm gonna try to get some collaborations in with my friends, my YouTube friends, and just keep being consistent and being myself. I really appreciate y'all. I'm about to try to get some rest because I'm tired. And Kara, you going live tomorrow? That's the other thing I was finna say. I'm gonna start. I like how you had your live last week with your StreamYard, and then I saw another friend of mine, Quincy J. She used her StreamYard when she went live. So I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna have to start. I'm not gonna do all my lives with StreamYard, but I do want to start doing some of them with the StreamYard because that was really cool. Especially if we're having like a debate or we talking about something specific and like it started getting heated. It would be cool to have the StreamYard so I can like tap you in, like let me let you come on here and say it and we can see your facial expressions and stuff. That was cool. But like it was like a cool game night. That was like I can't wait, Or just imagine if me and Des are talking about a topic and somebody wants to like tag in, then the three of us could be on the screen. Des probably may not want to be on the screen because he's in the same room with me most of the time, but it's still really cool. Oh, you want to join in with us? Yeah, like I love seeing it. Like I guess I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna try something first because I don't know. Am I lazy? Am I scared? Don't know what the word is. But basically, like it takes me seeing a couple other people that I know personally doing it. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do it. That's cool. My friend did it, and it worked. So now I'm gonna do it. Ooh, I'm yawning and stuff. I'm sorry. But yeah, so when I seen it and it was so much fun, I was like, oh my gosh. I only left because my son wasn't trying to go to sleep. He be thinking he's supposed to stay up until the next morning at 2 a.m. But y'all, I've been waking him up early. Make sure that he go to the restroom. He been doing so good. I don't know why I'm telling y'all all this. Like, I guess y'all like my YouTube family, so I'm gonna just tell y'all. He was already potty trained, so don't think that my son was 5 and wasn't damn potty trained. But it was just, some accidents here and there. So I had been being more diligent with making him pee before bed, pee first thing in the morning, and it's been working. He's been doing so good. But I was trying to get him to go to sleep, and we was up late and he was being nosy and trying to hop on the camera with me because he thought I was FaceTiming a friend, and he thought that he's supposed to come say hey every time I'm recording, or like how you'll talk to social media, like because I do that because I'm on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already following me there. Like he'll like to start making noise or come hop in front of the camera and be like, hey YouTube, trying to be funny. But it's like, he ain't listening and he ain't going to bed. Even now, Des keep having to leave the room to go try to make Saya lay down because he really won't sit down somewhere unless we sit down somewhere with him and lay down. So, yeah. But, y'all, this melatonin. Woo! That thing done kicked in, y'all. I'm starting to get sleepy, and I think I'm finna go in there and have me a little mixed drink, and then I'm finna go to sleep. And I'm gonna go try to yeah, that's what I'm finna do. But I'm gonna tell y'all that I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all this weekend, probably on Sunday. I guess I brought Kira up because if Kira goes live tomorrow, I'm gonna chill with her on Friday. But if she doesn't, then I will go live tomorrow night or Sunday. Probably not Saturday though. Love y'all so much. Have a good night. Have a great I can't talk. Have a great Juneteenth. Celebrate, even if that means you just spend it with your family doing nothing. And I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.